Peace, love, and hair grease. What is going on? This is Harold G. Branch III, better known as HB. Happy to be here, honored to be here, and just to have the ability to sit here with you, and to be able to come to you daily now for 7 weeks, to be able to spend this kind of time has really meant the world, has really been an enjoyable experience for me, and I don't take for granted just having the ability to do it from a physical standpoint. I know everyone doesn't have that. Everyone is not able physically to do some different things. And may even have other things holding them back. And so I'm grateful for that. And I don't take that privilege lightly at all. But once again, welcome to Nightly Decompression, where we get a chance to decompress with our family, our people, friends, and those in our social media community. And I get to do this with the incomparable Dr. Angela Kenzslowe, who is absolutely phenomenal, as you all know and love her. You all recognize that all the time, but she's next level as a psychologist. And today we even have a guest speaker that's going to be here with us. So Dr. Kenzslowe is a psychologist, trained and licensed here in the state of Arizona. She works with our military and is a veteran herself with a phenomenal background. But more important than all of her professional accolades, which are many, and her artistic accolades, which are awesome, is her emotional, spiritual, personal accolades as a human being. She's just an amazing individual. So with that, I want to bring on Dr. Angela Kenzslowe. How you doing?
I am wonderful, HB. I promise you 7 weeks of this, and it's always just a lift in my spirit. I believe everyone should have an opportunity to experience what I'm experiencing, sitting backstage for 7 weeks straight with you doing an introduction. It is always so wonderful and so beautiful. Thank you.
You are more than welcome. You have earned every word. It is easy to affirm the truth. You make that easy. You make that easy. If you could, for me on your phone, I just want to make sure the technology is working properly. If you could go to Facebook and just make sure that we are live streaming and it does.
I shared it.
Okay, cool. So it's on there. All right, very good. I just can't see. I usually see the amount of viewers, and I can't see any viewers, the number of viewers here. So if you are viewing, please just say hello in the comments, just so I can know you're there and what's going on. But with that, we're excited because yesterday. Oh, cool, awesome. They're really not showing up on here. And so, all right, well, glad you're here, everybody. And not sure if you're commenting, but for some reason, I ain't getting it if you are. So love, peace, and hair grease.
So good evening from Minneapolis. That's Anna Brown. Anna Brown, I see you fine. I'm 2 hours ahead of you, so I can read them from here.
Okay, cool. Long as you got them, and long as they exist, and long as we got people checking us out. There we go. And I'll figure this out. Oh, it says 5 up there now. They just showed up. So we'll see if the comments pop up here anytime soon. All right. So anyway, thank you. We love you all. Thank you for chiming in with us. Yesterday, we had a great conversation with my cousin, but more importantly, a phenomenal person, Leslie Rowan, about yoga.
She was amazing. Nature. Sleep.
Nature. Sleep. One sleep, right?
That was amazing. Yes, I'm very much looking forward to Sunday, 5 o'clock. We'll have to post her website again so folks can see it.
Absolutely.
Offering a complimentary class Sunday, 5 o'clock, Arizona time. And I am very looking forward to it.
Hey, same here. Definitely going to be plugged into that. Anna, what's going on? All right, I finally saw it. Minnesota in the house. But yeah, definitely got to plug into that. I'm going to be there on Sunday. That's going to be awesome. So, and she gave such great information. So I'm excited about talking to different individuals. And today we get to talk to someone else that's very close and dear to my heart. And while I'm saying this, let me give Congressman Lewis. We lost an amazing gentleman, and I want to give that love. He was also a frat brother of mine, somebody that we had to study very closely as a result of the fraternal relationship, and just a hero to all of us, not just definitely the Black folks, but beyond that. What he did was so beyond culture, race, even national boundaries. He's a hero globally for the things he's done and stay consistent with. So just want to throw that out there. But also, this brother, man, is just an amazing, amazing gentleman. He's with Wise Life Training and Consulting. He is actually the founder of that organization. This gentleman has been a healing coach, a health coach for quite some time. Very, very, very learned in what he does. Very educated, very sharp, very professional. He is my personal trainer, and somebody has been working with me for 6-7 months. Me and my brother Terrence, and other people close to us. Dana out in Jersey online, right? So he's been working with a girl. So he's just an amazing, good friend. And like, just it's a list of individuals he's been working with. But I have personally been able to see some serious gains and some serious growth, not just physically, but mentally, spiritually, and making that connection with my physical, because they are not isolated. So with that being said, he is joining us out of Pennsylvania right now. So we're trying to make sure we got a good connection for him. So be patient. And we always talk about grace, right? Just in case this is weird. So make sure to give us some grace as we attempt to bring it to you. And I get to bring up my brother, Carlos Williams. Brother Williams, how you doing, sir? Go, Mom.
Hey, thank you, HB. Love you, man. I've been on this side watching you guys do this, so now I'm in here. It's just a great honor to be able to share any insights that I might have that would be able to help people. And I'm always down to help people. That's what drives me, to be able to help.
So HB has, in a lot of our pre-talks, HB has
just honored to be here.
So HB's spoken a lot about how you've helped him in our pre-talks and then also in our processing talks. And so I'm honored to have you here and to be able to hear it rather than hearsay and third party, second party. Now I get to hear from the source of all this goodness that HB is experiencing.
There we go.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You
want me to just go? Where are you?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Did you just want me to go, or you want to ask me a question?
I would love it if you could share a little bit about what you do, Wise Life, and just about the being able to use health, physical, as a way to decompress, as a way to relax, as a way to stay into a good space. You're really, really good at making that connection between physical movement and spiritual connection, mind connection, soul connection. So I just kind of turn it over to you for that. And you got me lifting weights I've never lifted in my life. And that's I'm lifting more in my 40s than I did in my 20s because of you. And so touch on that as well.
Okay, absolutely. Well, it's funny that you say that because that's exactly how I got to be where I am today, because I was going through my own situation. When I was in my early 20s, super stressed out, just worried about stuff that I had no control over. And it really didn't even matter. I just didn't know it didn't matter at the time. And so it was actually getting into these physical processes, Tai Chi, doing my breathing, all the things you guys are talking about every night. The breathing was critical, but the physical aspect of working out is something that I've always done. And working out is great, but what I've been able to garner over the last 20 plus years of me doing this is it's just really important to connect your mind with the physical. It's not just you just going in there throwing reps or running on the treadmill or whatever. That's not going to get you really the way, the results that you're looking for. And it's not going to really help you de-stress in a way that's going to be beneficial long term. If you're able to connect with your mind in terms of the physical way that you want your body to look, how you want to feel, and all of those things, that's the idea that you want to be working out with, so that you can transmit that message directly into your cells. We have the power to speak into ourselves in a way that's amazing. And we do it so much on a negative tip. We don't do it the positive as much as we can. So being able to communicate with your cells and just saying, you know what, I'm the strongest I've ever been. I'm full of energy and full of life all the time, every day, just speaking life into yourself in that way while you're working out. That's what I do.
That sounds
so that's what I work and coach with you guys, and how important that is to convey, not just while you're working out, but the effects are going to be for hours after you worked out. You know, the endorphin release and all of the great antioxidants that you're going to replace, and all those great things are going to be there. 47 years old. I bench press 400 pounds. I squat over 500 pounds. I deadlift over 500 pounds. I leg press like about 1,400 pounds or something like that. I'm not on steroids. I do people always assume that I'm on steroids. I am on testosterone replacement there because my actual testosterone is low. So if it was high, I don't know what I could do. So, but that's just the physical manifestation of 47 years on the planet. I haven't always made good decisions. So
there you go. So 47 years
but yeah,
old,
so that's
pressing 400 pounds.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, that's
400 pounds. And
wow.
some of the things that we've been able to do with you is that when we started working out several months ago, I remember you saying 225 was something that you knew that was like your benchmark. And so we hit 225, I think about six weeks in. I think we were able to hit that. And then since then we're closing in on 300 pounds. And so definitely,
but he's not talking
just
about
doing these things. Yeah, HB.
HB.
295 is what he bench pressed the other day. 295.
Yes,
so we close in on 300 real strong. He's squatting over 300 pounds, deadlift 300 pounds the other day when I was with him. We both deadlifted about, I think it was 308 or something, 306, something like that. What's a few pounds between friends? But I've been able to help him do that in just this short time of working with him. And it's just because of the way that we've connected with the mental and the physical. And the benefits of that is going to be decreased stress. It's going to enable you to handle life in a much better way. Because after you lifted 300 pounds, what can really bother you after that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
one thing that I learned about you is that you're you just put it on the screen. I was gonna bring that up. There's PMed.
I knew that's where it was going, partner in the game. You know what I'm saying? I got
you. So you bring science, like you're bringing a whole bunch of education to what it is that you're doing. You're separate and different from traditional personal trainers who may have just gone to a training and got a certificate. Like you have science, you have education, you have knowledge. You're combining mental with what we're doing at the mitochondria level. What made you decide to pursue becoming a doctor of osteopathic medicine?
Well, the doctor of osteopathic medicine is a more holistic way of dealing with the body. They study nutrition. Traditional MDs, they don't really spend a lot of time on that at all. They even have a style of manipulation that's similar to chiropractic. They call it osteopathic manipulation. And so those are some of the things the reason why I decided osteopathic medicine. I'm almost 50 years old. So to be able to do this now, it's kind of a delay in something that I wanted to do a long time ago, but I just kept putting it off and just kept saying, well, I want you to do this in life. And you're like, life, I don't know if I really want to. Life is like, okay, keep on playing. So I just finally listened.
Oh, I'm sorry. People like HB who work with they get all of this added benefit and information and education to really help them be able to lift almost 300 pounds.
Right, absolutely. Because I've been doing this too. I'm a vegan vegetarian. I know we run out of time. I'm a vegan vegetarian. I've been a vegan for over 20 plus years. People say I'm like one of the biggest vegans they've ever seen, but I don't cheat on my diet. I really stick to the vegan. I don't eat any burgers or anything like that. And so I'm bringing all of that knowledge in because I was doing vegan when it wasn't popular. So I had to learn all those things of how to get my nutrients. Where do I get these things from? And so I've been practicing this. And then I also have a background in physical therapy. So I've done that for over 25 years. So I've helped people repair themselves from being just broken in all kinds of ways. and be able to get that back. So all that I bring to be able to help people in this way. So,
you know, and let me say, as somebody who's been working with you probably closer than most folks, I mean, we work out 4 days a week nonstop, and we talk a whole lot around that. But one thing I do appreciate is it's not a bunch of yelling. I don't respond well to coaches that's yelling at you to lift and stuff like that. It's very calm spirited, and it's you give me the sign. I'm a nerd, so if I say something or ask something like, no, actually, if you move your muscle like this, then it connects to this, this, and this, and then you go off on all these things and what it's doing to the fibers and the microfibers and here and there, and it's enough to make me say, all right, makes sense. Let's go. Like, I know you know what you're talking about, and you're giving me reasons behind things and stuff I had never heard before, or things I heard but I was skeptical of because nobody ever broke it down. And so you're making me grow as my own health practitioner, which I appreciate.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely, you know, the Black people, we have a tenuous relationship with the medical establishment for various reasons that are, you know,
well said.
Probably garnered, you know, we don't have to go out. That's why I want to make sure people are educated about what their body is able to do and what they're going through and growing through, why I'm having you do these things. And I find, like, for me, if I know why I'm doing something, if I know what the reasoning behind it is, I can do it much better, you know. And so that's what I try to help with my clients with as well. I want them to be empowered with that information so they can do the best, you know, they can get the best results for what the work that they're putting in. They're putting in the work, why not get the best results possible? And that's what I'm about.
And, you know, and before we let you go, I gotta say probably the most impactful thing that you ever said to me. I was working out and trying to, you know, just get everything where, you know, in shape. And that midsection just wasn't working. And dad bod was fighting back, man. And I was frustrated. I was upset. I'm working hard. And man, I said something like, I hate it, get on my nerves. And you was like, that's the problem. You got to love your gut. You got to love your midsection. I was like, you got to love your fat. That's what he said. I was like, you're ridiculous. Like, what are you
that's exactly
your fat? Don't you want to get rid of it?
Right.
Like, don't want to make fat cry, make it sweat and go away.
Right. Punish the fat. Kill it. Destroy it.
So and I was actually thinking about that. You know, that's the main thing that there's a mental equivalency to every illness that we go through. And so that's the kind of the spiritual component. So the energy is there, and it's saying, hey, if you, let's say for the fat, if I got extra fat on me, that for some reason I feel like I need to protect myself. I need to, there's something that I'm going through that I need to protect myself. It's not safe to be me. Maybe I got some past hurts that I'm still working through or whatever. And all of that storing that fat and helping you to protect your internal organs. So before you can get rid of that fat, you really got to deal with that energetic block that's keeping the fat on you, right? Because we create our own realities.
So are you taking new clients?
Yeah. So what'd you say?
Are you taking new clients? She's like, so.
Yeah. So that's where, you know, that's where it comes in. And so
that was huge for me.
Huge, yeah.
That was so
absolutely.
When you said that, he was like, he knows me. So he says, you've been through a lot in the last few years, bro. Your body's just trying to protect you. Don't hate it, love it. And now you just don't need it to protect you anymore. But let's deal with those things so your body knows you don't need the protection from those things. I was like, shut your face. And I ain't where I want to be, but I am a whole lot closer, brother. And I appreciate you for it.
So I have a question. So for women who are a year older than you, and older, who are going through menopause. And so our estrogen levels drop and our cortisol levels increase, right? So we do tend to then get that more of a midsection. So what do you do for women such as myself who are going through menopause, and it's our hormones and not necessarily because of a hurt or a sickness?
Right. And yeah, actually, absolutely. That's a great question. And even with along with those hormonal changes, there's still some emotional components that are happening within those changes, you know. And so with the with the changes that are happening, there's still some, if you get into it, you know, your body is telling you all the time, you know, I got this headache, you know, that means something, you know, when I eat this thing, this happens, that means something. And so if I have tension and my shoulders come up here, that means something. But your body is always talking to you. So even within the hormonal changes and the extra weight being packed on, it's still an extra cortisol level in there. There's still some extra things that are going on, because not everybody that goes through menopause puts on weight. You see what I'm saying? So if it was just the menopause, then everybody that did that would have the weight, but that's not the case. So you can't just say that it's because of that. So if that being the case, then we have to look at it on a deeper level to say, what am I doing to myself, or what have I done to myself? Because it could be something that you're not doing right now, but energetically something you did maybe in childhood or as a teenager or in your 20s or 30s or whatever. And so that's still, that memory of that is in your cells, and it's passed on every time that cell would go through mitosis and meiosis and splits, and you know, it's going through. Hey, make sure you take this with you. You know, it's replicating those things, and so it keeps up that cell. Remember, I'm just looking at something on epigenetics. We on 21 minutes, y'all, but
yeah,
epigenetics is huge. The epigenetics is huge for these factors that I'm talking about. And then on top of that, you're a Black woman. It's a Latino woman. It's this, you know, there are so many layers of stressors that are on us. And so that is more of a factor in what we are protecting ourselves from. We're protecting ourselves from society. We're protecting ourselves from masculine, you know, domination and all these different ideas that are constantly bombarding us in ways that people don't even fully understand. And so because of that, you really got to extra love on yourself. You really got to extra forgive yourself. You really got to extra embrace all of your experiences that you're having, and just realize that those things are happening for you and not to you, even though when it feels like it's happening to you. And so with that, you can definitely get to that place where you're loving that the skin that you're in, and being able to deal with that, because especially this fat around here is definitely a protective fat, you know, around this midsection. That's protection all day. So anybody you see that has that, that's what it is.
So I know our time is done, but now my mind is just spinning, because I'm like, okay, so why were women created to get this extra pay? But that's another day.
Post combo for sure. It's gonna get real, brother. Let me just say, we appreciate you for chiming in. Your video was stuttering and freezing, but your voice kept coming through, brother. We got that information. That's what's important. You could go see him at social media, Wise Life Consulting. You see the banners right there. You can even email this gentleman, wiselifeconsulting@gmail.com. I'm honored to be your friend. I'm honored to have been and be your business partner, and more even honored to be your brother. Go Mob, you know what I mean? And all the things that you got going on, baby. Like, you're amazing. You just blew my mind again. And that's why I submit to leadership. Like, honestly, I find leaders in different areas, and I allow myself to be led by those who are more informed and whom I trust from a moral character level, you know what I mean? And that is absolutely you, brother. So thank you for spending your time with us, man. I'm glad I got to bless a lot of my friends and family who don't know you tonight.
Thank you. I thank you for having me. It's been a lot of fun, so appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So thank you for that. We got to go, everybody. If you look in the comments, it's great. Put down, please let your followers know about the fundraiser hosted by the West Valley NAACP to purchase laptops for our students to get them prepared for your virtual learning. It's in the comments. The link is there. Go check that out. We definitely want to do anything to help our students. Family, you're warriors. You got to know how to fight, but you also got to know how to heal. Dr. Angela Kenzslowe, thank you. Nothing but love. We'll be back tomorrow to summarize the week and talk about all the greatness that we had going on. Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow.